Hello everybody, this is Father Tim coming to you from our church here at the beginning of November. By this time, if you have not yet heard, we've made a pretty important announcement at all of our masses this past weekend. And the announcement is that after some time in discussion, we have decided to go back to having 4 weekend masses here at St. Mark. Some quick background, ever since we were lucky enough to receive our associate pastor, Father John, we have had 5 weekend masses at St. Mark because of the addition of the 2 p.m. mass in the language either in Burmese or Zomi of so many of our parishioners. And ever since then, we have noticed that our parishioners have been quite spread out over the weekend. With 5 masses, we have lots of empty seats. We have a difficult time sometimes getting liturgical ministers. And I've just seen that, that many of our parishioners, being so spread out, do not get to see each other or really come together as a community as often as we would like. So after a discussion which really began some time ago at the level of the Pastoral Council, as well as the Liturgy Committee with our parish staff and with many others, we have decided, as I said, to go back to having 4 weekend masses like we did before. And so, starting on the weekend of January 6th and 7th, that's the first weekend after New Year's Eve weekend, we are going to have a Sunday schedule, a weekend schedule, which will have a 4:30 p.m. on Saturday as before. And then on Sunday, we will have 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. The 12:30 p.m. being either in Zomi or Burmese in those languages. The advantages of this, I think, are going to be many. First of all, as I said, there is something wonderful about having a church which is more full, which has all of the liturgical ministry spots filled, the servers, the lectors, all of those things being involved in that, as well as the fact that on Sunday we will be able to have fellowship after all of our masses. Coffee and donuts after the 8:30 and 10:30, and then a sort of pitch-in meal after the 12:30 p.m. The other great thing about this is we can have music at all of our masses, which the church greatly desires for Sundays especially as a full expression of our worship. It'll also allow us, of course, for those, especially in our Myanmar community, to be able to attend more fully the Mass in their own language, which is such an important way that people worship God in the language, in their first language that they're used to praying in. The 2 p.m. time was rather late on Sunday afternoon, and we'd heard from many of them that it was, especially with their various work schedules, that it was too late in the afternoon to be able to attend. So by doing this, I really feel like the benefits of being able to come together more, to have fellowship after all the masses, so that our parishioners, that we don't just come here to worship and then leave and go home, but we come here to be together and to see one another and to support one another, is going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. I know that this can be a very difficult thing as well. Our Sunday schedules and routines are very ingrained in us. And so for some, this change in the schedule will be a bit difficult. And to be honest, there was a time, in my own mind, there was a time where we had wondered if we should do this or not. But I think, as I said, the benefits really, really outweigh whatever drawbacks there are on the slight adjustment of the schedule. And our parishioners are such that they love our parish and that are so supportive of our parish that I really do think this is going to be a wonderful thing, even for those that have to adjust a bit on their normal Sunday routine. So again, our weekend schedule starting on January 6th and 7th will be Saturday at 4:30 p.m. for the vigil, and then Sunday 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12:30 p.m. If you have any questions, please let us know. There was a letter that was also circulated this past weekend. That will be on our website and in the bulletin. And we hope that we are all of us will be excited for a time when we get to see each other much more and have fellowship with each other every Sunday that we desire. Thank you.